Welcome back, Verse, to another video today. That's right, today we're going to be reacting to Sonic 3, the trailer. There are a lot of fans out there that love Sonic, right? I know people are fans of the video game. There are a lot of animated shows, old and new. Some new adaptations, some work, some don't. You know, there's a lot of Sonic content out there, right? And when it came down to the real life action movies, me personally, I feel like the main star that carries these movies is most certainly Jim Carrey as Eggman. At first, I wasn't really sure about it when I found out that Jim Carrey was Eggman, and then I was kind of like, really? But then once I saw that first trailer from the first movie, and then I saw how Jim Carrey was, I was like, oh, I actually enjoy him as that. I didn't really believe it because I was so used to the early 2000s Sonic cartoon, right, that was out there with the famous song. So I was just like, okay, you know what, Jim Carrey makes it work, you know. And then there, obviously, what's great about these films, other than the fact that it's a video game property, is that it's true to the source material. The Sonic movies are great. I enjoyed the first one. Second one came out. I saw it a little while ago. I haven't seen it at all this whole time until like about a week ago because my little sister likes it, and I finally watched it. That's how late I was to it, because I'm not really like a huge fan of Sonic like people are, but you know, I do find the movies enjoyable. I think they're fine. I will definitely say I also checked out that show Knuckles because my little sister was watching it because we have Paramount Plus. Wow, was that bad. I don't know how the hell that show even got made in the way that it was. It's a show called Knuckles, but you don't make it about Knuckles. You made it about the FBI agents because they're cool, bro. I'm not exaggerating when I do that, by the way. That's literally how the side characters are. It's these two humans, they focus on the humans, and then they're FBI agents, but they're talking like they're in high school, you know what I mean? Because we're rad. They talk like that the whole time. And I was like, well, where's Knuckles? He's just there making face expressions. Well, what is he doing? Now here, the third movie is coming out, and obviously we all know that Shadow's gonna be involved, and I believe Shadow is played by Keanu Reeves, which is another great thing that I'm really happy about. Sonic is really starting to have some star power coming into the series. So with that said, enough talk. I'll give you my thoughts more coming into the trailer. So with that said, let's get to it. Here we go, Verse. Sonic the Hedgehog 3 official trailer.
Sonic, you finally found your family.
Keep up.
I know it hasn't always been easy, but you didn't change who you are in here.
Yeah, in my lungs.
Or your heart.
Okay.
There's been a high-level security breach. And we need
looks really good.
Immediate assistance. Project Shadow is far beyond anything we've ever encountered.
Shadow's story began a lot like your Sonic.
Yep. Source material. Yep. That's true. Something about a little girl.
Shadow found only pain and loss.
Alright, we got a rogue alien on the loose. How do we find it?
Start with a giant fireball?
I love it. Let's start with a giant fireball.
He's much more impressive than the Hedgehog I fought previously.
Dude, I'm standing right here.
You're a colorful bunch.
We don't want to fight you.
Keanu.
Actually, Sonic, I would like to fight.
No! My turn. And we've been talking about this!
Oh, damn. Shadow ain't playing.
I can't believe I'm saying this, but we need you-know-who.
This is a bad idea.
When has that ever stopped me?
Doctor. We have visitors.
He came back? Jim Carrey came back?
Even for you.
We need your help.
On one condition.
Let's
do this!
Okay, just leave it at that.
If I can't rule the world, I might as well save it! I need room. But sir, I don't have the proper materials.
Found some.
When we're done, there won't be anything left.
Hey, no cheat code!
What did you do when I had to? Welcome.
Welcome home, my boy.
It's impossible.
Is it?
It couldn't be.
Couldn't it?
Are
you? In the saggy flesh.
Okay, alright, let's let's talk about it, huh? So, Sonic the Hedgehog 3 official trailer. I will definitely say they revealed a little more than they needed to here, right? I think there's some stuff they could have kept under wraps for the film when you actually go watch it, but again, they want you to come see this film, which you're going to anyway, especially if you're going to introduce Shadow, so I don't really see why you would even want to... Oh, wait, my thoughts, I gotta do that every time, okay? That's my thing. Originally, I like a lot of what I saw. They straight up stuck to the source material here for Shadow. Right? Yeah, there's this whole thing with him and the little girl, right? Obviously, as we all know, Shadow has this rough past going on, right? He's like a bit of a science experiment or something like that. And then next thing you know, he escapes. He's clashed with Sonic I don't know how many times, right? And then there's all these other hedgehogs that come in later. I don't know if they're gonna make more Sonic films or not. If they leave it at 3, I think it'd be fine. I think it'd be totally cool to leave it at Shadow, you know what I mean? Unless they give a spin-off for Shadow solely. They've done it before with a video game, I remember that. Positive and negative. So positives. The visuals look spot on, man. I was like, wow, like this looks really amazing. I love the way how it comes off. It feels so real, you know. I definitely love the fact that they got the you know, the trilogy right there, you know what I mean? They got Sonic, Knuckles, and Tails. Keanu Reeves as Shadow, I think is great. You know, he has that deep voice when he talks, you know what I mean? So for him to do that as Shadow, I think works. Whenever he talks, I keep thinking Keanu Reeves, but it's Shadow here. It matches the character. Jim Carrey returning as Eggman. I'll be honest, I wasn't expecting that. I genuinely thought that he was gonna be done in the second film, and that they were gonna specifically focus on Shadow. But they brought back Jim Carrey, and I'm like, alright, so obviously they're gonna pull a bait and switch, and he's gonna be a good guy, unless, because this is Eggman, right, he might try to do something in the end, who knows. I honestly thought that maybe they were gonna stick with Eggman, you know, the original character of Eggman being overweight, like this evil mad scientist floating everywhere, but no, immediately they show in the trailer, he loses it, so... Thanks. You could have not shown that, but alright. And now this whole thing with Eggman's dad, I guess? Now, some of the negatives. Because it's Sonic, you can tell the audience is mainly for kids, right? It shows. I think adults will definitely enjoy it too. I definitely enjoy the first 2 films myself. Some of the humor, it's kind of you know what I mean? It's a little here and there, it's whatever. But it's not terrible, you know what I mean? I've seen worse. When it comes down to the Sonic franchise, I'll be honest, I'm not like a huge mega Sonic fan like I've said. You know, it's like, alright, I enjoy it, but I'm not like crazy about it, you know what I mean? I have friends who are crazy about it. I personally don't see it, but I'm just like, alright, like it's fine, I get it. It's a, you know, it's a video game property. It's actually done well. Borderlands. I mean, regardless of that though, I mean, am I looking forward to seeing it? Yeah. I don't really have too many negatives, and it's really a lot more positives here. So please don't come off like I'm hating the trailer or nothing like that. I love it. I think it's great. I just think they revealed a little bit too much of the storyline and how it's gonna go in this trailer when they really could have just died it down a little bit. Even if you didn't make any trailers and you just stuck with a simple teaser of just Shadow doing an action scene, that alone would have made me see the film. Alright, I will go see this film simply for Shadow. Shadow is like one of the most popular characters, or perhaps the most popular character in the Sonic the Hedgehog franchise. I'll be honest, there are some things that are hidden. Hopefully they don't reveal too much more. I really don't want them to. One other thing that I will say that I am a little bit concerned on is that I do hope that they don't focus too much on the humans. That is some of the problems with the Sonic films, is that they always need to have humans there, just like the Godzilla films, right? That you can't simply focus on the main characters, which is either the monsters or here the hedgehogs, right? They are doing that a bit more, but you know, some of the human side characters that are there, I'm kind of like, you know what? I don't really feel like they need to be there. Like, we're there for Sonic, Knuckles, and Tails. We got Eggman. Eggman is like the only human I don't mind him being on screen because it's Eggman. Like, he's supposed to be there, right? But regardless, let's just wait and see how it turns out. I'm excited for that. So with that said, though, if you like what you saw, do me a favor, hit the like button, subscribe, hit the notification for more content as always. Look forward to the next video, verse. And with that said, I'll see you next time. Later, verse.